Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I had this thing set up for my son to give this presentation. Sean was nice enough to help us put it together. We're giving a big presentation to about 40 real estate people for a big breakfast coming up. And Sean was going to practice, but we got a big job that came up, and he had to be in Anaheim at 7:15, so I've been elected.
Awesome.
I want to tell you a little bit about who we are before we show you the slideshow. We're a junk removal company. Our main objective is same day or next day service. If you call us, we try to get there the same day as possible. Worst scenario is going to be tomorrow. We don't put anything past that. We'll work from 7 to 7 or as late as it takes to get everything done. Like Don was saying, I really have 39 years, but there's not too much difference between 35 and 39. We're a family-owned business. It's me and my son. When I was in business in Dewey, he used to like to come and get free gas, but he wasn't really interested in working in the rubbish business. Once I retired and got settled down a little bit in Nevada, he decided that he wanted to kind of go back into the rubbish business. So we kind of started from scratch in the middle of September, and as Don said, we've been growing more and more every month. Every month has been better than the last one, knock on wood. A lot of the questions asked about us when people call is how does it work? Basically, when you call, like I said, we will be there the same day or the next day. We give free estimates. We'll come out, give you a price. If the price isn't anything you like, there's absolutely no obligation. We move on to the next job. Most of the stuff we pick up, if it's good at all, we take it to the Salvation Army or we take it to Savers. I don't know if all of you know, but we don't take anything to Goodwill because Goodwill is privately owned for profit. So we try to take it someplace where it'll do some good. The stuff that we don't take, we do not take to landfills. We basically take them to the transfer stations, and they go through it again, and they recycle as much as possible. So basically what we pick up, probably 75–80% of it gets recycled and not thrown away. We're a family business, and we're locally owned. I kind of want to show you some slides if Sean will help me a little bit here.
That's pretty much covered.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. This is a before and after on an estate sale. After the estate sale, they took everything and threw it alongside of the house. And after we were done, on the right side, you can see it's all gone. The second one, if you can get it. This is a hoarder house. They didn't want us to sweep up and clean up, but on the left side is what one of the rooms looked like when we got there. That's what it looked like when we were done. The next slide is also the same hoarder house. And this is the kitchen. That's what their kitchen looked like. They were living there at the time, so that makes it very nice. Anyway, on the right side is what it looked like when we finished that one. This is a property management guy that was using a couple of the garages that he had for his own storage. So we cleaned it out. That one is swept out and cleaned. That's basically how we leave things. We try to sweep up after we get everything out and make sure the place is absolutely clean before we leave. This is a house that was sold, the people passed away, and the real estate guy sold the house, and there was furniture left in it. So he wanted us to come in and take whatever was remaining. So on the left side is part of what was there, on the right side is what it looked like when we left. This is also another room in the same house. We took all the furniture, everything out, and the room is absolutely empty when we left. Let's see here. This is a garage that from the same house. It's kind of hard to see what's there. They wanted some of it left, so we took everything, and on the right side's what it looked like when we left. There is still a washer in there, and they wanted to keep that there, so we left it. This is a spa that they wanted removed. So on the right side, you can see the spa. On the left side, it's gone. We went in and cut it up in pieces and hauled it away. So we do demolition, but not big demolition. We do small stuff we can get done, just like the next slide shows, which is the final one. He wanted that covering on his back porch taken off and taken care of. So we got a Sawzall. We have a couple, 3 of them. And my son and a couple of guys cut it down and cut it up and hauled it away. So on the left side's what it looked like when we got there, and on the right side's what it looked like when we're gone. We do a little bit of everything. We will give you the best service that you can get, and we do clean up after we're done. If anybody has any questions, why, yes, no.
Got one for you. So hazardous waste, that type of cleanup, it looked like one of the garages had a spill on the floor, like a paint or something. Is that something that you cleaned up as well?
We do not take hazardous waste.
Okay, so what if it's like paint or something? I mean, have you been at, so you don't do any of that type of cleaning?
No, we'll sweep it up and do, if you have hazardous waste or paint or whatever,
No.
I can tell you where you can take it for free and get rid of it. But we're not allowed to put it in our trucks and haul it.
Understood. All right.
And they do not accept it at any of the transfer stations, so there's no way to take it.
Gotcha.
And, yes.
So what are, good kind of lead sources, people that, can bring you a lot of business? Like I imagine like a property manager would probably be a good...
Property management, I've been to property managements, a lot of real estate places, hotels, motels, trailer parks, storage areas. We've cleaned out a lot of storage areas. In fact, I did one for Mark. And just about anything. We do commercial, we do residential. We just finished a couple, 3 weeks ago, a 3-story medical building. We had to move everything from 3 stories down to the garage area. Then we had to sort out everything that they wanted to keep. And what they didn't want to keep, we filled 10 40-yard bins, which was about 460 cubic yards of trash, and we hauled all that away. The stuff that they kept, they're going to have a big auction in about a month, and he wants us to come back and get rid of everything that they don't sell at the auction. So it was a really great job. We had 7 to 10 days to finish it, and we finished it in 5.
So that was like a property owner?
A guy bought a big medical building. He has 5 medical buildings, now he has 6. But he bought the 6th one. The guy wasn't paying his taxes and everything. The government came in and just shut him down.
Oh.
And they just told the people, I mean, they walked in when the people were there. And they said, get up off the table, you get out of the chair, everybody out of the building. So he bought it at I would imagine, a good price. But then we came in and
To clean it up.
clean the whole thing up.
Right. So he was the owner, you were working for the property owner?
Right.
Okay, great.
Any other questions? If we can help anybody at any time, please give me a call. Thank you.
Well done.